Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 1 of Let's Play Civilization 5 Brave New World as Brazil. We have conquered the world as Shaka. We audibled into a science win as the Shoshone, and this time around we are going to try and win a culture war. So, Brazil is an obvious choice to try that. The other one that I strongly considered was France. Frankly, it kind of came down to a coin flip, but we're going to give the new guy a try and go with Pedro. We're going to use a continent type map. Everything is, the standard settings. We haven't fooled with any of this. The only thing that I'm trying is a mod that speeds up aircraft attack speed so that the animation runs quicker. In the late game, that can become quite tedious. So the big advantage to Brazil is you get tourism output doubled during your golden age. You also generate great artists, musicians, and writers 50% faster during golden ages. Obviously, that could add up, especially if you keep your happiness up and have a lot of golden ages. The other kind of superstar of Brazil is the Brazilwood Camp. This allows you to earn both more gold and more culture in your jungle tiles. So let's see what kind of start we've been given here. We are at least fortunate enough to have some jungle. That's not always the case. Part of me always wants to found a city on a hill. You get better production that way. But I think in this case, moving away from both the ocean and a river, that does not seem like a great plan to me. Now, alternatively, of course, we could come over here, which has both. We would give up the coast. What would we get in return? We would still be on a jungle tile. We would, of course, be on a hill. Although, interestingly, no hammer for that hill. I thought that was a given. At any rate, I have actually moved my settler in both of our prior games. I am not going to do that this time, and I'm happy to see we will get gold. Okay, yeah. And then here's our second luxury is sugar. We have to pick our first technology, and I'm going to go for pottery. One of the things we want to make sure we can do is found a religion as early as possible. All right, hold on. Before I do this, let me think this through. I plan on going tradition, and if I do that, I can pick legalism, and that will give me a free monument. So I don't really want to spend production turns on a monument, plus the fact I wasn't thinking we should build a scout first regardless. Okay. So, culture, for those who have not tried playing it in the Brave New World environment, I think is easily the most complex and difficult and kind of fragile of any of the victory conditions you can go for, and we were lucky enough to find a ruin. There's a lot of pieces that you have to put together and priorities that you have to juggle. And that's one reason, by the way, I didn't talk about it when we were on that setup screen, but I did. Oh, there's Darius. All right. Good to know you, Darius. Please don't come over here with a bunch of warriors anytime soon. All right, I sort of lost my train of thought, but I believe I was talking about, yeah, when we were on the setup screen, I did leave the difficulty on King. That's despite the fact that my one really major regret from our Zulu playthrough is not playing that on Emperor difficulty. And if we were going for literally any other victory condition rather than culture, I would have upped it. But I really am not that confident that we're going to win regardless of what difficulty level I play on. So again, normally at this stage I would build a monument, but I'm not going to because I already said we're hoping to get a free one. So we're going to start a worker a little earlier. I actually was half tempted to build a second scout, but that seems a little much. So anyway, yeah, culture is really tricky, and we'll talk more, as we go along through the playthrough, the different pieces we have to juggle. But founding a religion and spreading it is a huge help. So we're going to try to do that. And that alone, Gandhi. Okay. Well, we have neighbors. That's clear enough. We haven't found their cities yet, but we are definitely finding their people. Now let's see if we can pick up 30 gold here. Yes. Thank you, Colombo. And next turn, please. Yeah, we're not going to be isolated in this game, if nothing else. That's not necessarily a bad thing. We're going to need trading partners. Okay, I will at least come over this way a little bit. Yeah, so doesn't look like there's going to be anything else down here, but we'll just make sure. So pottery is ours, and that means we can build a shrine. And actually, you know what I'm going to do is we're going to change production and start... this is actually a good question. Should I build a shrine or a granary first? Perhaps a granary. The good thing is it's not like we wasted the turns we spent on that worker. We will build a worker and we'll have already gotten some of the work done. Now, I don't think there's any question. I need to be able to get to these luxuries, and I probably want to start with mining. Let me just make sure there's nothing else I want more. Another alternative, obviously I could go calendar and build Stonehenge. If you want to practically guarantee a religion, you could do a lot worse. But I don't really want to go all in to that extent, especially since our city does not have great production. I don't think. Yeah, we only have 5. The whole city on a hill thing is a lot better. You get that extra hammer. Okay. Now, am I spacing? Because I could have sworn I discovered another ruin somewhere. Yeah, but I don't see one. Now, come on, I know there was one down here. Did I already grab it? Because I swear I didn't. That's kind of confusing. Did somebody else grab it? Yeah, I'm a little confused. So it definitely looks like this continent ends, and it also looks like there's somebody across the water, but not much I can do about that right now. Yeah, I'd really like to know... Okay, well, maybe we can grab... So there's 2 ruins. This must be what I saw before. I'm really puzzled as to why that kind of disappeared. But I suppose there isn't a lot of point in stressing about it. Okay, I probably should have gone this way, but I didn't. Now, rather than randomly wandering, I also need to start thinking about where to build my second city. All right, well, more population. That's pretty good. Very happy to have more peeps, especially in the early game. And let's hustle back down. And I want that 30 gold, but I really want the ruin. So we have some barbarians out here. That's obvious. And I assume Darius must be somewhere up in here, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to fool around. I'm going to grab this. 65 gold. Okay. There are things I would have rather had. I'm actually pretty disappointed that we have not gotten the, what's it called? The culture bonus. We need that, quite honestly. Oh, there's Darius. Doing what I did, where I decided to forego building a monument, that works a lot better if you, in fact, do pick up culture from a ruin. And, you know, unfortunately, because that didn't happen, now what's going on is that, you know, I'm just inching my way towards that first policy. So it's making that decision look worse to me. I'm going to dodge these guys because fighting a warrior with a scout is not generally what you want to do. Good deal. We got 30 gold from Sydney. So we have a little gold at least. We have mining. So we do need plantations, and ultimately we're going to need masonry. I would prefer, to be honest, to go into plantations. I'm sorry, it's calendar. So we could build either plantation or Stonehenge. But I think given how poor our production is, what we probably want to do is focus on being able to get this quarry up and running. So why don't we go into masonry? I can't really stand having my capital, you know, not really producing a whole lot. So lots of jungle around here, which is good for us if we can settle it fast enough. My concern is we are seemingly in a fairly crowded area. Yep. I'm going to have to run away from these guys. Wow, we actually did better than I would have thought. I wonder if I fortify, if they'll kind of help kill themselves against me. Give me a little experience. Although that's not really what I want that unit doing. I really want him finding ruins. I want at least one more. You know, we would have a real shot at getting a culture bonus. I think we've gotten... Oh, interesting. Okay, so he's going to run away. Well, 30 gold. So nobody came over this way. Maybe if we come up here, we'll find another ruin. I hope so. Or we'll find another civilization. One or the other. Now, we can't do... Yeah, we don't have the ability to do embassies or anything. I think we need writing for that. We're finding plenty of barbarian camps. So where is per unit. There it is, right here. Yeah, this area, it's not lacking for people. Let's see if we can open this up. I didn't leave a ruin down here, did I? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so Rio has finished its granary. Let's go ahead and build a shrine, and then I think we need to make a worker. One of the things that I think is very challenging with a culture victory is that you really have a lot of things that you need to do. So, you know, that's true in pretty much any game of Civ 5, but even more so. Oop, come on, guys. Good man. All right, let's give him survivalism and heal him up. All right, let's take this. All right, well, that wasn't what I wanted, but it's not bad. So, yeah, you know, because you really need to cultivate your religious stuff, you need to build culture, you need to build your population, you need production, you need pretty much everything. And so certain things end up often taking a back seat. Like in the early game, I don't end up finding that I can build a library as early as I want to. And it's also weird because you kind of don't even want to get too out in front technologically. Because, for example, you don't want to get to the modern era first and pick your ideology before everybody else does. So what did we get for that? We got 3 culture in the capital. All right. That's not too bad. At least we'll get to the next one relatively quickly. Yeah, you don't want to pick your ideology first because you get a bonus, if I remember correctly, for spreading your tourism with people who share your ideology. And also, all right, it's time. Let's build a worker. I think next we're probably going to grab a settler. Okay, so that's it. So at least we're up to 4 now. That's not too horrible. Finished masonry, that's good. So we're up to 7 hammers. Not that that's amazing or anything, but, you know, compared to where we were, it's not bad. Let's see if we can uncover one more ruins. What do we want to do next? Should I go for calendar? Possibly. It's also possible I should do a caravan and start getting some money. Ironworking might not be bad, or bronze working to reveal iron, so that when we build a settler, we'll know where stuff is. I'm going to go calendar first. All right, he's healed up. That's good news. Let's get on a hilltop, see what we can see. I don't think he's going to find any more ruins, unfortunately. This guy is kind of my only hope. Well, I found another barbarian camp. At least I got that going for me. Yeah, I could have lived without that, quite honestly. Bratislava is under attack. Oh, from barbarians, I assume? I mean, I guess one of the civilizations could be getting a little rowdy, right? Oh, cool. Well, we found a wonder, picked up a happiness. Don't think I'm going to get access to that. That's a little far outside my range. I'm not really worried about these idiots. I want ruins. If we take out a barbarian camp, I would really like to at least get credit. Yeah, that's not for the camp. They want me to go and fight them on their turf. Oh, I think if we're going to find anything, it's more likely in this direction. Yeah, of course they would spawn another. Well, so the 15 gold is disappointing, not so much for its own terms, but it means this area is not virgin to exploration. And that greatly reduces the chance of us finding another ruin. Well, okay, we're in Gandhi's turf now. Can I see anything at all? No, I cannot. Not that I want to see. All right. Well, we know that if we're going to settle, we want to do it near our capital. I don't want to be spread out all over. And I think I'm going to start bringing this guy back towards home. Yep, sure. We may adopt a policy. All right, it's about freaking time. Let's do legalism. And now we're generating 6 culture a turn. Let me think. Do I want to just keep sending him north? Probably, but if I do... Well, I was going to say I can't get back, but that's not necessarily true. Now, I still can't get open borders, right? Nope, not yet. But I can come down here. I'm going to try to avoid these stupid barbarians. Now, they may attack me anyway, but we'll see. Okay. Yep, they attacked me. I think that's one of the disadvantages of being a scout. You know, they see you as weak and they want to come and get you. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and just fortify him. It definitely looks like we're not going to find any more ruins. So let's think for a second. I guess I can go ahead and flip the turn. Alright, we got calendar. That's awesome. And research. Actually, you know what? We're basically out of time for this session. And I think what I want to do is give a little thought as to not only what technology to pursue next, but where to found our city next. You know, maybe... I almost wish I could do it here just because it's on the river. But that's too close to Rio. So that's not going to work. Now, I could forego the coast, I suppose, and try to come over here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. That's I don't feel like any of these are good locations, really. So we'll look over this way. We'll look up, you know, coming north. We'll try to give it some thought. Who knows? Maybe we'll even try to grab the natural wonder. So that's it for this installment. Thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.